Okay, today I'm going to do a craft that you can do with children, any age really, K through 5th grade or even younger, and maybe even older kids too. It's a project that involves nursery rhymes and using nursery rhymes, and the nursery rhyme I picked is Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. Okay, what you need is, basically for this, because it's Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star, it's golden and I'm thinking shiny stuff, so you might want to get some paint. Actually, this paint could be yellow if you're using glitter, but I just happen to have gold paint. So you can get some gold paint and some glitter, and then you're going to be using a sponge. And this is sort of like printmaking again. I did not have a star sponge, so what I did, and this is what you can do, I went to the internet and I got, just looked up star patterns or whatever, and then of course I just cut the star out of the paper, and here you have it. And then I just used the star to put on top of the sponge. I traced around it, and then of course I cut it out, and then I have my stamp or sponge that I'm going to be using. Okay, there's two ways that you can do this. You're going to be covering this star with paint, so there's two ways you can do it. I'll use a sponge brush this time since a lot of people like to use this. You can spread the paint out and dip the star into it, or you can just take a brush and paint the surface of the star with paint. Okay, so now after I cover it, I'm just going to decide where I want the stars to be in the sky. Of course, you just put this here and you gently press, but you make sure that you press everywhere, all the way to the ends. And sometimes it doesn't matter if it's got, I like the texture that's being made with it on the surface. So then you can do a few more. You can really just sort of experiment with it. But while it's still wet, you can even go back into it honestly, and you can just touch it up with a paintbrush if you want. But while it's wet, sometimes I'll go in and add a little glitter. Just sprinkle the glitter right on top. And then, the kids could just go crazy with this. They could just put stars everywhere. They might even want to add the words for the nursery rhyme over here as well. And then also, if you have other things like little stencils, you could use those too and put those down and, dab around them and try something different. It's just fun. I'm not sure what will happen with this. Let's see. So you can make, oh, that's cute. You can just sprinkle a little glitter on it while it's wet. And then this is just the beginning. Of course, they can do much more with this, but then you can talk about stars too and bring science into it as well. So, printmaking, Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star.